Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host, DeltaTDS, and today I'm joined by my co-host, Will.
What up?
And today we've got the Indigo Champion Lance going up against the Unova Gym Leader, Clay.
Yeah, this one should be interesting. It's a lot of dragon types.
Yeah, and a lot of non-dragon types, too.
Yeah, true. An equal amount of dragon types and non-dragon types, even. Actually, technically not, because Tyranitar is not actually a dragon.
But Lance's gimmick is Mega Charizard X, so we'll be gaining another dragon type mid-battle.
Yes.
If it has time to Mega Evolve.
I'm sure it will.
And Clay has a Mega Steelix, the first for the tournament.
Underrated Mega, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, really cool design. I think has the highest defense in the game.
This thing's a powerhouse.
But once these trainers are ready, we can begin the match. Lance leading off with Haxorus as Clay leads off with Claydol. It's in the name.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it. Legally obligated.
Right? So, Haxorus has that Mold Breaker, which means Claydol's Levitate is gone.
Yeah, not gonna be doing anything.
Yeah. It can be hit by a ground type. So,
I think this Claydol's. What do you think this thing is here for?
I'd say probably like, I guess stalling now.
Yeah. Does Claydol learn Baton Pass?
It does not matter.
It's dead.
Haxorus takes out that Claydol with Outrage, and it looks like it's holding the Life Orb too.
Yeah, that thing's 2 times attack, holding a Life Orb. You know what? I have a vendetta against Haxorus because it has ended a lot of my Black and White 2 Nuzlocks.
I mean, it hasn't. I mean, granted, I haven't done any of those Nuzlocks, but it's got a pretty cool design.
I mean, it's a cool Pokemon, but I hate it. That and Hydreigon. Hydreigon and Haxorus are always my run killers.
Steelix setting up the Sandstorm as Haxorus goes for Outrage again, and well, falls to Steelix's Earthquake.
Yeah, Steelix in the Sandstorm. This thing is hard to kill. I mean, Haxorus did do a lot of damage to it despite, but you know, I feel like there's not a whole lot of other Pokemon out there that are taking 2 Swords Dance Life Orb outrages from a Haxorus.
Garchomp setting up the Swords Dance as Steelix go for the Body Press. But it does fall to Garchomp's Earthquake.
Looks like this Extra actually is not running Mold Breaker, which means it either has Sand Rush or Sand Force.
Which, I mean, right now, is very useful.
Very much so. Ooh, and it's sashed.
It's got a Swords Dance up, too. So, it should be faster than this Garchomp.
Well, maybe. It's, the sand is gone, so if it had Sand Rush, then, it might not be anymore.
That is true. Which do you prefer, Sand Rush or Sand Veil?
Yeah, looks like it did have Sand Rush. Me personally, I'm picking Sand Rush. I mean, I think, speed's just so important in this game.
Yeah. Clay sending out the Golurk. I keep wanting to say Lance.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Outrage again. Just
Garchomp just committing a homicide right now.
this should be illegal.
Yeah. Well,
not even Seismitoad can live through that. Oof.
oh, Garchomp got confused, but it doesn't matter because Lance takes game number 1.
Oh, well played. Well played by the Lance.
So far we've seen Haxorus with Sword Dance and Garchomp with Sword Dance.
With Sword Dance.
So, you know, it might not be crazy to think that there might be a few more Pokemon on Lance's team that have setup moves.
Yeah, I mean, really lucky for Lance that Clay is not a fairy-type trainer right now.
Yeah. We did see that Mega Steelix does have the Sandstorm.
Yes, we did. And
looking at
it all
it-
has cosmic power.
Looking at it, there's no Pokemon that can just set up Sandstream.
Yeah, it would be nice to have. Oh shoot! What? I mean, like a Hippowdon, maybe.
Yeah. But Clay doesn't have that at all.
It's not gonna do it manually. Puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage.
But maybe he can bring this back up against Lance.
I mean, every time we say that, they do win. So
Yeah. Maybe the commentator's curse will be the commentator's blessing or something.
sure.
Lance leading off with the shiny Gyarados as Clay leads off with the Crocodile.
Classic shiny right there.
Gyarados going for the Dragon Dance as Crocodile deals over half.
Yeah, not gonna live through that waterfall though.
Clay,
Now here's a Pokemon that can live a waterfall.
yeah. Going into the Charizard.
Oh!
And the Hydro Pump takes it out.
Hey, you remember how I said earlier that we're probably gonna see a Mega High Charizard?
Yeah.
I also, side note, can't believe that Hydro Pump hit.
Right? Haxor's taking that Earth Power as it goes for a Swords Dance.
Yeah, this thing's set up, but it did take most of its health. And it does have Life Orb. It, gets a maximum of 2 more attacks off.
Yes. Maybe. Going for Outrage on the Steelix as Earthquake finishes off that Haxorus.
Yep, gonna do it right there. Teams are actually even right now.
Gyarados coming in and intimidating that Steelix as it switches out to Golurk.
Yeah, still super effective against that Gyarados. This Gyarados is scary into Clay's team, I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of Pokemon that are scary for play. I guess scary on Lance's team, I should word that.
Absolutely. And yet somehow Clay is again broken even.
Going for the Rock Slide, but that multi-scale keeps it above half as Dragonite goes for Dragon. I think,
Yeah, if only this Excadrill was actually running Mold Breaker. Oh no!
ooh, an unfortunate miss from Rock Slide.
That's so tragic.
Excadrill falls and Steelix comes back out here.
Maybe it'll be able to take this thing out. Yeah, it's definitely living at least 1 outrage. Ironhead does a lot of damage in this dragon and is confused.
It could knock itself out, and we'd be back to even. Nope.
Oh, nope. Fire Punch takes out that Steelix. Clay Doll is Clay's last one.
Oh, Dragonite hurts itself in confusion.
There it goes.
Tyranitar coming out here setting up the Sandstream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, this Tyranitar should have come out earlier.
Go for the Earth Power, dealing not half.
That looks like it is gonna be it for Clay.
Game number 2 goes to Lance, which means the Indigo champion Lance moves on to round 2. where he will be facing off against Pokemon Trainer Hal from the Alola region. Thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow's match will be the Galar Gym Leader Bede going up against the Kalos Elite Four Drasma. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you then. Take care.
Peace.